Oh, hello, boys and girls. I am your boy Truist. All right, so this is the count right? It's day 6 a.m. Yeah. So here we are, about to do this thing at least for an hour because I'm dog sitting. My man Dougie Doug will be showing up in like an hour, and then something tells me the stream will have to immediately end because I will have a dog running around sniffing everything, tasting everything, biting everything, and that all that is groovy. Uh, can we still say groovy? Um, Woo! All right. Coffee. Need some more sugar. I'll be right back. Blah. Coffee. Shit, why you if he's an asshole, you picked him. You act like every man you pick is gonna be that person. So stop picking that person. Pop, 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 pop. That is fucking crazy. All right, so oh my god, several things are going on in the news this morning. And plus something that I heard yesterday about I was listening to nah, it doesn't matter. That was yesterday. But people are crazy. A building fell down in Miami. Maybe I will do 13 minutes today on infrastructure because a building fell down in Miami while all the money people in Washington are doing nothing. I don't want to say they don't care, give no fucks. It's going to be really hard to quit cursing because I really do enjoy it. Uh, Got to give it up anyway, right? Um, I mean, it was at night. There were people in this building. This is Miami. This is not, Iraq or some shifty burg out there in the hinterlands, right? The universe, the cosmos. This is here. Well, I'm speaking here. This is an international kind of broadcasting platform, but I'm always sort of keeping it weird stuff local. So you might be from Bangladesh or Sweden, and you're like, you know. But the idea that our bridges are falling down and we've been complaining about it for about 15 years, and the people in charge always have a plan, but they never do anything. Sort of makes you cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Building collapses, infrastructure deal for infrastructure. How can you say building collapse and then say an infrastructure deal? You need $3 trillion of infrastructure stuff, but they're only going to give you not a mill, a trillion. So where does that money go? Something tells me it goes to the places with all the connected people and all the do re mi, and then the rest of it will just be looted and stolen, and there won't ever be any investigations. And then give this another year and a half, and another bridge will fall down with not bridge, building or bridge, with more disastrous, not ramifications. There's never any ramifications for them, but more disastrous death toll. And by then, I will have a giant afro and some hot guitar licks, and oh man, it's hard. It's so hard not to watch the news. But you know what? I think today, we're improving on everything. So it's not just the guitaring. I didn't put the date up because I still have that up because we still need it. But maybe I'll make a calendar. No, what's it? Arts and crafts. All right. I don't know. I don't know. Trying to be better. We fix everything one thing at a time. We don't go too crazy. But some stuff we have to fix immediately. Like my rickety butt. I have to do something about my drinking because I drink a lot. I don't mind it. I always do. But I also drink a lot of water, so I don't mind it. But at this point in the stage of the game, it's precluding me from getting fit. I think there's a lot of calories and sugar in it, uh, and I just don't need them. Um, in my young man days, I used to go out to get burned down, right? And I used to drink. I used to drink Long Island iced teas, which had like I think five different, and yeah, and they tasted like they were so delicious. They tasted like candy. Um, Now we're just chill and sip. Then you look up one day and you've been chilling and sipping for like 2 hours, 3 hours. And you're like, yeah, I could have spent those 2 hours, 3 hours chilling and sipping, playing the guitar and sipping. I didn't send that. I meant to send that. Uh, I can do other things with that time. I really can. I mean, I have aspirations to actually run like a marathon, right? So that's the thing on the list. Maybe I should. How would I? Well, 2 days doing this twice a day. I will have to slowly introduce running again. Running is good. I think running, first of all, running is one of those things that all humans can do and should do. Before there was cars or boats, we walked and we ran everywhere. I don't see why people don't walk or run anywhere, right? Generally, it's what you're most suited for. That and climbing and throwing, right? Those three things make the human animal the king of the planet. Being able to run, sweat off some of the energy and outpace whatever you're running or running from. Uh, Throwing, right? Things are away from you. You get a rock or not or a branch, but like uh, opposable thumbs, baby, right? You get a rock, the way you stand and can whip it, like that whole thing. There's documentaries on like the weirdness of throwing, why we shouldn't even do it, because the way our hips and yeah, it's like humans throwing and bumblebees flying are two of science's kind of like how does this even come about? And you know why you'd need it, right? You'd be up in the tree or trying to got 20 of you in the tribe or 50 of you in the tribe picking up stones and whipping it at a tiger or a bear as you are essentially a machine gun, right? Just rock steadily coming from all angles from these 20 people. You can chase something away. You can't so much do it by yourself. But so yeah, so these are the interesting things. Um, I do water on my voice. I have got some light chit chat out of the way. I am 40 minutes late. Not 40. Not 40. Good Lord, why is this always not 40 minutes late? I think I was 20 minutes late. Then spoke. I talked smoke to you. I spoke smoke to you. Um, so yeah, we're gonna get rid of the alcohol. Like I said, I always quit and then go back to it, drink a lot of water, and really stress it. But now at this point, I don't want to say I'm gonna quit for good, but I think it's something I don't really need in my life anymore. Um, Especially if I can replace it with this. Because I mean, you start drinking as a young man, socially. Actually, that's not true. I know people who would sneak and steal liquor from their parents. I'd be like, why? You're drinking by yourself and you're 12? What is that? Or you're having not a martini, but like you're working your dad's whiskey or whatever while you're reading cartoons and watching Sesame Street. Well, I mean, people have told me how they got into drugs, and I was just kind of like, it sounds just like you were bored, and now you have a drug problem, right? Nothing to do in mind you, these are people who come to New York. I've never been to like the middle of the country, and they say all they would do is drink and fuck. Excuse my language, but that was all there was to do in small towns. And I was like, I was born in a small town, taught the fear of Jesus in a small town, right? You can learn the guitar in a small town. You can do something other than, and don't get me wrong. And here's the problem with sex in modern day. Sex is good. Go get some. But sex with everybody, I just don't get that. You just end up with crappy people. And I think this is a lot of it. Like I complain about single mothers all the time. I think I wouldn't have so much of a problem with it if you picked better men, right? Because something tells me you wouldn't be a single mom. Maybe you wouldn't be married, but your kids, look at my eyes popping open, your kids would know the other line of their ancestry, and people have them like 16, 17, and then play this hit. I can't even call it a hipster game. Just this stupid game, and you destroy your progeny in doing it. You can talk all the smoke you want, but children are important to the family, just like fathers are important to the family, just like mothers are important to the family. To say you can only have two without the third is just arrogant hubris, and it gets you nothing. Well, not it gets you a broken family. Where it gets you. Where am I gonna put this? Stop looking at the news. Good, sweet Jeebus. It's 7. I'm awake. I don't want to sit down. Uh, it is nice too, and I'm about to turn the fan on. Where's my? I just had it. What's the weather outside?
It's currently clear and 66 degrees.
It was 66 yesterday. I think it's the nervous energy, plus a hot coffee. It might be raising my temperature. Ooh-wee. So yeah, we gotta keep doing what we're doing with this guitar, and we have to slightly adjust drinking. I don't do mocktinis. Either drink or don't. For God's sake, seriously, what are you wasting my time for? But I'm perpetually thirsty. Speaking of, let's put this down. And I think the amount of water I'm going to be drinking is going to be problematic. I don't want to follow a dieting regimen. I know I should. I just want to run, have a couple of things to do, work out, do them, and then have all the weight fall off. But something tells me I'm going to have to adjust my eating, like a lot more healthy. I mean, I like fruits and vegetables, so that's not a. I can't keep eating the same thing, but man, Southern food is so awesome. So, I don't know. It'll work itself out. It'll be replaced with something else. And I've got a couple of things to replace it with. All right. Now I'm officially chilly because of this stupid fan. Maybe we should put the fan in a separate direction, not directly on me. Let's do that. Oh yeah, that's better. All right. So, be formidable, right? And not saying be like strongest or whatever, but be formidable. Try and be smart. Try and be fit for yourself, right? Try and be intellectually astute about what's going on in your environment, your neighborhood, if there's like crime or flooding, right? You can't take that road. This is shut down. And in your political life, so people don't go, hey, let's sell you a bag of problems, and you take it on. So let's do what we're here to do. And that is play guitar. Mornings are finger practices. I will actually have to put the cape on and do that thing that we were doing yesterday about the everything on the D string. No, on the G string. One pointed finger, middle finger, fingers 1 and 2. The pointed finger goes up to 5 as the middle finger goes down to 2, and then back to G, and then the middle finger goes up to 5. That's the 5 right there, and down to 2. Right. Ugh. So this is good because it's finger independence, but also you got to watch these 2 fingers from laying on that 2 string that you have to pluck. I forgot where I got this. I went to the line, but man, I was instantly taken by it. So I think, and you don't have to strum it either. You can just eh, 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 See, that's slow. I'm just so slow. I'm not hitting any of the notes, right? And then you do the same thing where you see what I mean? So yeah, these are your fingers, but if you have to look at them to make them do the thing you want them to do, uh, that's what's the word? That's sort of reinforcing. Even as you normally run through these things, you never have to look at your finger because they know what you want them to do. But this is just right? I can't even do it fakely. Mm, uh, and then back, and then deep. Yeah. So that is really fun, super bad, but the spiders, which I thought was really easy, are not. It's place, then pluck, place, pluck, place, pluck, place, pluck. It's not place and pluck at the same time. All right. So let's do these spider crawls. Let's do them down here. What? This is on the fret. This is on top of the fret. Back of the fret, please. See that? These are not clean. The thing I wish I had most here is someone like a hologram that I could call up and show me proper fingering. Because someone came in yesterday, the afternoon stream, the night stream of guitar practice. Come on, man. We know that's below. There you go. Okay, what did I do here? I'm on the right string. I think it was a blind finger. I came in and gave me some tips, which is what I love about trying to learn this online. I should keep a book of tips and who gave them to me and when they gave them to me. I watched this great clip about Dire Straits yesterday and Mark Knopfler. I think his name is Mark Knopfler. And what a beast of a guitarist he was. Come on. I have weak hands, but not for much longer. Ooh, does that hurt my palm? All right, that's why I'm holding it there. So I somehow have to strengthen my hand, right? Do we all want a strong hand? Back of the fret. Really, man. All right. One. don't really even know where to put my hands still. All right. These are all in the middle of the fret. They should be right behind it. Is it a hiccup? I guess it doesn't matter if you pluck further down or directly over the hole of the guitar. Well, this got to have a name other than the hole of the guitar. I'm just curious. Oh man, you watch these guys and their fingers, and wow, that those fingers are all disciplined and muscled, right? You get them moving really quickly, accurate. You watch these guys, and Mark Knopfler of Dire Straits. Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. Get your money for nothing. I want my MTV. Yeah, Dire Straits, you know the song, even if you don't know the name of the group. He plays something to swat, right? Something to swing, rather. Something to swat was the Yankees. Something to swing, right? So he plays, like you can watch it. It's just amazing thing. He reminds me of. He's like Lindsey Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, right? So he doesn't use a pick, but he's got this technique where his thumb is way out here, hitting, I want to say, the top 2 or 3 strings, and these 2 fingers, this one is sort of tucked away. So instead of it being prominent, like plucking like this, like you'd expect, he's got this weird thing where you can't see what this finger is doing, but he's using it, right? And he's ridiculously good. But you just listen to that solo on Salt on the Swing. That's what got me into it yesterday. It's just, I wish I could play you something, but I don't need strikes on YouTube or Twitch. But man, you watch these guys. Music is very different when you're trying to learn it, because now I drive around listening to melodies in a car. Like I used to listen to the song, and I had a strong inclination to the lyrics, right? I like lyrics. Used to love rap music, but now the lyrics are trash. Classic rap music, the wit, right? The cleverness, one of the best ones to just be with metaphors and similes is Rakim. One of the I'm telling you, man, I am not losing my mind. One of the it's it's the Brooklyn in me. Big city, you always hear it now. It's just kind of like it's probably a squirrel or a raven running across what I call the veranda, but it's actually just the patio, the back patio, the front patio. I guess that would be the back patio. What was I saying? We were talking about guitar and lyrics, right? So yeah, some of these lyrics, like Ludacris lyrics, are really witty. They're clever and they're funny. He's got jokes in there, right? But now it's all lazy rhymes. Everything can be rhymed with GER, right? Bigger, trigger, nigger, Tommy Hilfiger. It just gets boring. But yeah, so as you listen to it, as you listen to these melodies and these songs that you heard 1,000 times, like you hear something different. And now I'm like, ooh, maybe I should try and learn music by ear, right? Because there's courses on that online. So maybe I'll throw that in the mix. But all that is so far away from where we are now. But it's on our roadmap, right? So it's not just learning some chords. Like I said, we're going to learn the notes. We know the fret. It's only been a week. we're balling out of control. So by Christmas, who knows, you'll be singing some original composition to that hottie that you've been looking at the grocery store or the 7-Eleven. Yeah, so you watch those guys and you just have a newfound respect for just art and, you know, the thing that you thought you were listening to, but realize, wow, all these fast fingered flicking guitar rock guys, they're awesome. Let's cut this off. Let's cut this off. I'm gonna leave that down. So, if I take this thing, I can stick more stuff on the wall, but I sort of like this curtain. I guess I could stick stuff on top of the curtain, not a problem. Oh, baby, don't keep me waiting. So much love we could be making come out. I'm talking kissing, hugging, rose petals in the. Some of these songs are just ridiculous. Like a lot of songs now are like these women battle songs. Like they're not "I Am Woman, Hear Me Roar," right? They're not that, but it's all just complaining about men and crying about being the victim. Man, I'm like, these are the love songs. These aren't empowering songs. These are just weak sauce bullshit girl songs. Like what's the A Boy Was Mad to Me? There's a ton of that. I always go, if a guy made the same song and directed at women will have a problem with it. A lot of just weak sauce songs. There's a new one about a girl driving by a guy's house. This melancholic bullshit festival of a 20-year-old girl. I'm like, you're Karen already. Make a ball. I mean, if you're going to a melancholy song, at least make it good. These aren't even good. These are whiny songs. I don't know. I mean, there are people who write what I call empowerment songs, like "I Will Survive." Now go, walk out the door. Just turn around now. You're not welcome anymore. Weren't you the one who tried to hurt me with goodbye? Think I'd crumble? Think I'd lay down and die? Oh no, not I. I will survive. Right? That is a power ballad song. That's a get the fuck out of here. I don't need you. I'm a dude, but that's not what you're getting now. You're getting sad, whiny, crappy bullshit. And then as soon as they stop singing, they talk about how empowerment they are and how they're gonna, it's just all so it's all so lame. It's all so blatantly and obviously and ridiculously lame that I don't see why people don't listen to that weak shit. It'll fuck with your head. Listen to this. But you don't want to be that guy telling people your music sucks. But I hate to say it, young people, your music sucks. But I feel like as an older dude, I got to tell you that because when I was a young person, they told me rap music sucked. And I say this all the time. When my dad was a young person, my grandfather told him disco sucks, right? Not disco. Doo-wop sucks, right? I think my dad told my sister, who was 10 years ahead of me, and she was a disco kid. He told her disco sucks. But I was too young to know what any of this sucks. I liked it all. I liked the stuff my sister listened to, and my dad liked some of it too. Teddy Pendergrass, right? This is the mid 70s. So disco, I found a liking for because my sister played it with her girlfriend. They were all over. I don't know what they were doing up there, but me and my brother go over there. My sister go, get out of here. And we run downstairs, messing with your sister kind of stuff. Wow, we were little kids then. Look at all of us now. But yeah, I loved her music. I don't think I got into any of my older brother's music. My older brother liked R&B, just that. But we all listen to R&B. But I don't know what he liked. Back then, rap was like in the neighborhood. It wasn't on the radio, and I loved it. I was an instant fan of rap music. So that my dad played some country music. We used to watch Hee Haw back in the day, so I like some country music. Charlie Pride, right? My dad was a huge fan of Charlie Pride. Uh, so you listen to a lot of stuff growing up, and as you get older, you let some of it fall away. You don't like it. I've never bought any country music stuff, and I don't turn to a country music station. But every now and then somebody breaks out, and I go, "Oh, that song is trash," or something happens with them, and I go, "These people are racist." Like that whole, I should be playing guitar instead of talking music politics. This is all in the vein. This is music conversation. Um, the whole thing with the Dixie Chicks, I was like, everybody knows what Dixie means, and why would you? Now you got to change it. And then there's antebellum. I mean, antebellum only means racist shit. Why would you put it in your band name? Because you're fucking racist. That's why. And you demand people buy your explanation of why. I said, nobody, no, it's not racist. It's, yeah, whatever. Stop it. Nobody wants to hear it. Heritage my ass. No one's saying heritage with the Nazis, right? I'm not uh bigging up Nazis, but my uncle fought bravely, so I'm gonna fly his flag here, and I'm gonna put up his helmet. What are those with the? No, that's the First World War that's the Kaiser helmet with the little point in it. Well, you know what I'm saying. It's like no one's going to tolerate that. But here's another example. So now you get somebody who comes here, right? Let's say they go to Yale, because that's always where this bullshit happens. Harvard, Princeton, Columbia, some Ivy League nonsense, and they hang up an ISIS flag. Everybody in America will be like, "What the fuck is that?" And they'll be like, "Oh, I'm not saying their tactics was great, but my uncle fought for the religion, blah blah." So it's heritage. Why does one get to pull this stupid rabbit out of this ridiculous hat? You know, uh, don't be stupid for people. Yeah, I mean, people are always changing their narrative. Still have racism, but it's not racism, right? And America lets them start like nonprofits and make money, and now you got to shut them all down. Hello, Texas Snow Bunny. I hope all is good. Um, so yeah, so the society is goofy. You don't want to be. I mean, we shouldn't have racism anymore. We shouldn't have sexism anymore. We're supposed to be the newer version of all these other countries who are around, and they should want to be us instead. We're just a Europe now. Good morning. Um, but you get into walk down that road, they just make you crazy. So you might as well pick up an instrument, write some songs, play some tunes, and maybe you'll write an anthem that everybody digs, right? Maybe you'll be Lech Walesa with a guitar, who's a great world citizen, mind you. There's some people that you should be fans of, even though they're not from your society. I mean, Lech Walesa was like a shipyard worker. He was like a teamster, essentially, in, I think, Poland. And they were like, "Stop treating us badly." And he became the teamster leader. They threw him in jail. He rallied the whole country, right, to fix the problem. And then the people made him president. And he was a really good president. And to do with the apparatus that were there were trying to essentially kill him, because he was essentially saying, "You guys suck and you're doing a bad job at this." And the people want fairness. And their whole position was, it was Europe, right? Not Europe. It was like the Eastern, I call it the Eastern Bloc. But their whole thing was like, to the gulag with them. And the people were like, "Nope, we're not having it. Not this time. Not this guy. No." And they fixed it. I remember watching it as a kid, eyes wide open. It was an amazing thing to see. And he proved to be a great world citizen. We should all know him and thank him for setting an example. And I'm sure his people will love him. His countrymen will love him forever, because he did a super great thing. I think he actually even changed he didn't just become president. I think like changed the country, like literally. Like I may have to look up like Melissa, but because it's been a while since I looked him up. But yeah, he's an impressive person who did a great thing and suffered for it, for his beliefs, for his country, and they got all the bad guys out, and now it's cool, right, over there. People go there. It's not an Eastern Bloc nation. I'm sure Russia has its grimy little eyes on it, but yeah. Who's your heroes, boys and girls? All right, we're gonna try and do these. We're gonna try and do these. But what is back there? Why is that? It's always something. Oh, what is that? Thank you. Now I'm not going to do this. All right. We are going to try and just run through these scales, right? Let's run through these scales for 10 minutes while I talk my nonsense. We need a win, so we're gonna look at the fretboard and not beat ourselves up with the metronome. Metronome. If we really want to de-stress, we wouldn't use the metronome. But between you and the wallpaper, I'm so bad at this metronome. I mean, it's one of the things. I don't feel super bad about it because as I looked up, a lot of people have trouble saying on metronome. It's one of the 4 things about learning music. So I'm like, oh, at least it's in the top 5. I don't feel so bad about it. But it's just me, you. It's not like we're on the internet or anything. It's just us in here talking about this. So, here come the trash dudes. Give me 1 sec. Oh boy. All right. Lord. There's an art to blowing one's honker. It's not always, we all know this, but there's some basic stuff that people don't know that I find amazing. The best way to clear what time is it? It's 8. I'm expecting Dougie by 9. The best way to clear all this out is not only blowing it out, but also kind of sniggering it in and spitting it out. So some of it is nasal register, and some of it is back to throat register that you need to all get out. Yeah, I know it looks disgusting, but as guys, there's some things that you're really proud of as a guy. Whistling, right? Right? Whistling, but also just hocking a loogie, like patooey, and like it goes 30 feet. It is disgusting. You're right, and I'm sorry. But when you're like 19, 20, you're like, take a swig of it's a thing that you did. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's very Wild West cowboy spit platoon kind of nonsense. But as an adult, we don't do that anymore. I do not recommend it. But I tell you one thing that I find super disgusting that happens in New York all the time. And I was like, these people my mom used to call it home training. These people have no home training. It's people who do this, right? People who go and shoot like, what are you doing? And people who wipe that on this. I'm like, stop it. What are you doing? It's like, this is, shame on you for raising a boy like that, who becomes a man like that. Because now you can't tell him that's disgusting to stop, because now you got to fight him when you shouldn't be doing it in the first place. And for all you go, you should just let him do. There's a lot of mind your business people in the world, and that's why the world's a shit show. Everybody's letting everything bad take place, and you're not saying anything about it. You will wake up one day in the worst environment, and we're close to it. But you will wake up one day in the worst environment and wonder, how did we get here? Well, we got here because you were up for all the stupidness, and you ridiculed everybody who marched against it or protested against it or openly said it was a bad idea. Remember, people were saying the environment needed help in the 60s, right? Now people are like easily distracted by what celebrity is cheating on which celebrity and who's going to date next and what. None of this matters, but it's all you know. You know more about their families than you know about your own, and that's a problem. Worshipping celebrities is a dead stick. You're gonna worship something, worship your family. I'm there you go. I'm on that board because worshiping your family will actually get you something. And if you have a great family, and he has a great family, then the whole society is better, right? Because great families don't raise people to feed on other people. And even if you raise a great family in a bad society, your kids are at risk. It is. Right? The person sitting next to her in the bus may not have raised that son well. It's a real thing. I need a win. Let's do chords first. C, A. Did we get this right from yesterday? A. Right? Right? Oh. Oh, stop it. All right. A. We went through this yesterday about my fingers not giving clearance to the low E, the high E string. A. You know, well, who needs a 6-string guitar? I think a 5-string guitar is really where the future is. That's what you do when you can't fix it. I don't like that key anyway. Yeah. It's not clean. That's not silence. Yep. E. Oh, that's not an E. This is an E. That's not an E either. Is this an E? Come on, where's that E at? You had this yesterday. Why am I slipping down to the 4th fret? Nothing is on the 4th fret. Rebellion. Stay in your lane, right hand. Nothing on the 4th fret. One more time. Let's try and get this A tidy. So yeah, so I was told try to bar it with one finger, which is all A's. And it seems like I can do that if I can just get a little higher up to mute this, like that. Wow. I don't know how they do it. How big does your fingers have to be to get these 3 strings, right? That's amazing. How do you get the E, the A, and the C sharp in here with one? All right, so how do you even? You got to go, if you did it this way, if you did it that way, and then press your finger to it, it would be. Okay, all right, so this is going to ring open anyway. So finger on it, that rings open. That, all right. Jesus Christmas, man. Do I have old man fingers? Is it beyond? Is it too late? Am I just embarrassing myself online with the... Calm down, you. Let's check the sound. It always turns up a note. I wonder if it goes up if I get lower. This, I got to tell you, this A, there's a lot of frustration going on here, but this frustrating A thing is, no, that doesn't ring. How would I have to? Hold on. Not that one. Yeah, this is bad. Hold on. now I'm not pressing on it hard enough. Ah! There's got to be a way. I'm doing something wrong here, right? So E key doesn't get rung at E key. E string doesn't get rung. A string gets rung. Second fret D string, which is I should probably be near the fret, right? Was that my problem? I wasn't near the fret? Okay, near the fret. A key. 3 fingers on 3 strings. Keep the bottom open. Okay. You ring the top with the stroke, and we don't ring this. Is that right? Is that good? Okay. Well, all right. Well, I guess that's all right. Hold on. E A C sharp. E A C sharp. I'm having a lot of trouble with the. Let's leave the A out of this for a second, and let's just see if we can hit the other ones. Do I have? I don't want to say mastery, but a good familiarity with the others. Right? That's a C. This is an E. Right? This is a G. And this is a D. And back to the A, which was giving me drama. I was going to say something mean about your mother guitar, but I'm not going to do that because we're friends. But you shouldn't be messing with me. You see me up this early trying to get people to help me play the guitar and pick up on myself, and all you want to do is ring weird notes that no one asked you for. What is this? Should I have taken those off the back of this? The one that's an inspector sticker. Inspection card, QC, and CE. I guess so. Okay, we're going to take a 30-second break so I can be weird and take this off because now all of a sudden it's bothering me. That's what happened when you watch a lot of cartoons growing up. I have a head full of quotes and useless trivia, and that was Popeye. There used to be an old Popeye where it started, he was on a boat, and then the doors would like swing open. Da, 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 da. Those were the best ones. They were all in black and white. But there you go. Oh, doggone it, dude. Get off of that. And Brutus was always chasing Olive because, sexual harassment was fine for children's cartoons in the 30s and 20s and 30s. All right. It looks like, it's interesting. All right. Let's get back at it. What were we doing? We took a second to peel that off and want to make sure our A was good. We don't ring the top. Oh, now you're switching which one is being muffled. How does that even work? Oh, because I'm not near the fret. Oh my God, man. Come on. All right, stay near the fret. This is Guitar 101. Stay near the fret. All right, so we've got. We don't ring the top E. No, that's right. We don't ring the top E, which is a deep string. And we don't want to muffle the bottom E, which is a high note string. So let's see if we got it. We don't ring this. Ugh. All right, so let's try and add that in. Ugh. G. Now the G is going to give me problems. All right, everybody just calm down and learn the guitar. Just get out of your head and do it. Here you go. This is a C. I'll take it. This is an A. I'll take it. I'll work on that. This is a G, not G. I'm sorry. This is a D. No, it's not a G. This is a G, not a D. Right? This is an E. Oh, E. High E is in silence. This is an E. Back of the fret. All right. So we know them. We just need to do them cleanly, which is what the morning shows are all about. Keep your palm off that E string. All right, A with one finger next to the fret. Let's do it. You know, that low E string for the last 3 days. I have a chubby finger problem, but that's fine. All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. What is going on with this low E string? Boom, string it. That's because normally my palm is in the way of either my palm or the meat of this finger, right? I should be standing over it cleanly, but I'm leaning on it, and I shouldn't be leaning on it. Oh, man. You know, this could go back to being a cooking show. We could just give up guitar altogether. We could make cereal every morning. Talk about politics, because I'm not progressing as fast as I wanted to. I expected to be a virtuoso by the end of August, and apparently I'm not going to hit that mark. All right. Enough comedy. Let's see if we can hit this thing. It's been 3 days we've been working on this. Do not muffle any. First of all, hit the back of the frets where you're supposed to be, up against the fret. Do not muffle any strings. Have your fingers stand up tightly. Move your hand and your arms if you need to get proper purchase on the note, not or the strings, not the keys. Stop saying that. All right. Slow and steady with the A. Okay. G. Ah, come on, man. Okay, I'm muffling it with my middle finger. How? I mean, I just really wish. I want to keep but how do I guess I'd have to do a lot of arm. But I want. Oh, I don't know. Do we have any guitar people in the chat to help our brother out? Do I have to look up how to hold a guitar? Because it's going to tell me some lame crap like put it on your lap. Ugh, shoozy. All right. Do not block anything. Back of the fret. Here we go. I'm beginning to get frustrated this early in the morning. But I thought I had a workaround for this. Now my A is cooperating, but now my G's aren't. G, A, G. Just fucking finger, man. Stay in your own. I'm sorry for cursing. I'm supposed to clean this up. Man, I've got Dougie on my head. All right. You got 2 other chords that we haven't shown if we've improved on. E. Again, I don't know if this finger's fat or I'm lazy. All right. Dog issues. That's fine. All right. What was that? G. Not G. E. C. That's my D. Don't touch anything. I've got stupid fat fingers and they don't care to help me out. I wonder what the turnaround is on an arm transplant. Maybe just a finger transplant. Tips of fingers transplant? All right. C, right? C. C. Clean. That's not clean. I heard it. Clean. Clean. Close to clean anyway. One no ace. Clean. This may end early. I'm sort of stressed. I'm sort of got Dougie on my mind too. I'm not actually done. I may actually just crash. Oh, come on, guys. I may actually crash this out. Talk to you for the next 5 or 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and then go get Dougie. I should just go get him now. All right, well. All right, we're going to crash this out now. I want to thank everybody showing up. I will likely be back like at 10 because I'm not done. I want to thank all of you. And like I said, I'll see you. It's 8:40 now. I'll likely see you in an hour. Definitely by 10. Thank you all. Sorry, this one's short.